I'm a man in war, and I am fighting for all of the broken people, all of the people thrown overboard. They always try to shame us, but they don't speak the language. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless.
All right, wrestling fans, welcome back to the Nation Network. Tony Schiavone with you here, and this is Major League Wrestling. Tonight, our main event, the women's title will be decided right here in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Stay with us. Plenty of action coming your way.
Nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. They say that I'm reckless, because I'm relentless. They spit on my face and curse on my name and taking my life in vengeance. Yeah, you could try and blame us and try and take what's sacred, but we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. Somebody sound the alarm. A fire was set in the dark. It's time that you know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. It doesn't matter if the world is gone mad, if we just hold on, if we just hold on, yeah. The sky is falling and the world is gone mad, and we sing our songs and we just hold on, yeah. So if you're running, stop running. One life, one chance, start living. Sing it louder just to let the world know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. They say that I'm reckless, because I'm relentless. They spit on my face and curse on my name and taking my life in vengeance. Yeah, you could try and blame us and try and take what's sacred, but we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. Somebody sound the alarm. A fire was set in the dark. It's time that you know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. It doesn't matter if the world is...
All right, fans, welcome back once again. This is MLW. This is Fusion. As we get ready to kick things off, we've got an 8-man battle royal. Buckle down for that. Joining me here in the broadcast booth, of course, James E. Cornette. And Jim, we get a look at this guy coming down the ring right now. Well, I'll tell you something about this guy. He's a little bit different, no doubt about that.
The following contest is a 6-man battle royal. Making his way to the ring from Knoxville, Tennessee, weighing in at 206 pounds, Severn Psycho Lance Warner.
Well, Southern Psycho Lance Warner is here. I stand corrected, it's a 6-man battle royal. I may have said 8. Well, Tony, don't surprise anybody around here if you can't count past 6. Quite honestly, I'd be amazed if you could count to 8. But Lance Warner, he is a different kind of cat, I can tell you right now. He is cut from a different cloth. He definitely lives up to the name of the Southern Psycho. Here's a man we have seen recently here in the MLW on loan from AAA.
From Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 175 pounds, Drago.
Well, one of the great things here about the MLW is we've got a working relationship with AAA Wrestling. We've seen Conan bring in a lot of talent here to Major League Wrestling. Of course, we send it over there as well, but it's making matches like this where we can see guys like Drago coming in against some of the top names in the MLW, and that is exciting times for me. It is exciting times for all of us. We all benefit from these opportunities. As Drago, not the biggest man in the fight, but we've seen him in action, and this guy, I'll tell you what, he's legit. When you talk about a dragon that's going to be breathing fire, you look at this guy and you don't have to look too much further. He may be a cruiserweight, and a match like this probably ain't going to suit him very well, but that don't mean he can't get her done. Oh, here comes the man I would think is going to be the favorite in this one. Alex Hammerstone. Well, it may very well be hammer time before this one's all said and done. He is a beast, and he has really made it and staked the name for himself right here in the MLW. These other 5 men are going to have their work cut out for them, and if they are smart, and I'm not saying they are, but if they're smart, they'll work together to get this man out. Well, that would definitely be a good strategy to employ. Once the bell sounds, you don't want to leave Hammerstone around because he's the kind of guy that will easily clear a ring.
And from England, weighing in at 170 pounds, Jimmy Hammer.
Jimmy Havoc making his way down the aisle, and when you talk about people that aren't tightly wrapped, yeah, well, right now the only thing I can think about is the fact that we're going to have Jimmy Havoc in the ring with a Southern Psycho at the same time, and I'd be very interested to see if those 2 men lock up at all. Indeed, that would be one hell of a... I wouldn't mind seeing that one-on-one, to be honest with you. These are a couple of guys that they just don't do things in a conventional manner. Jimmy Havoc walking around with that baseball bat. It will not be legal in this one. That ain't never stopped him before, though, has it? No, it definitely hasn't. Once again, fans, we want to thank you for joining us here on the Nation Network for MLW's Fusion.
And from New York, New York, weighing in at 168 pounds, Jordan Oliver.
Jordan Oliver, the leader of Injustice, making his way down to the ring right now. Well, you know, Injustice, a bunch of guys who think they've had a wrong turn done to them here in the world of professional wrestling. If you got the talent, you get over. That's all there is to it. But they got a complaint, and they got something, they got a bone to grind. Call it what you will. They're making a stake right here, and they're making a name for themselves in the MLW. And they have got one of the strong factions here that everybody's going to have to pay attention to. Now Jordan Oliver able to take advantage of the opportunity tonight, perhaps, and that will indeed force people to take advantage, or I should say take notice, of Injustice.
From Damascus, Syria, weighing in at 227 pounds, Joseph Samuel.
Now, and you want to talk about superstars and teams and organizations and all that other stuff, you're looking right now at the man who calls the shots for Contra. Joseph Samuel. Indeed, he is the man, the mouthpiece, if you will, of Contra. The former world champion. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a brand new champion here in the MLW. The former champion is going to be here tonight, however. Yeah, I can tell you right now, I've seen Jacob 5-2 in the back. I don't want to talk to him. Not in the mood he's in. All right, bell sounds action is underway and wasting no time at all. All 6 men getting into each other's personal lives and business. Look at this, Hammerstone getting ready to eliminate him. Close call right there in the corner. A Southern Cycle with a big DDT on Hammerstone. Down he goes. Oh boy, did you see that one? Clothesline right to the back of the neck of Drago. Boy, oh boy, the bodies are flying here in this one. Another clothesline, and now turning his attention. Both men go down in a collision, and Jordan Oliver, in the meantime, with a back heel kick to the back of the head. Boy, oh boy, this one is just all over the place right now. Very hard to call the action when there's this much of it. They're fighting in the corners. They're fighting off the ringside. Oh, Jordan Oliver about to go for the ride right here. Well, Oliver is going to survive for the moment anyway. Jimmy Havoc now better turn around. Look at this. Havoc turned his back on the one man in this match you better never turn your back on. Mance Warner now in control. We wondered about these two guys, and they are locking up. Wow, what a boot to the face. Went for the eye poke. Oh, look at this. Mance Warner just delivered. Samael blocking the eye poke. And it's a move he's real fond of. He's had a lot of success with that one. Meantime, Drago finds himself up in a really bad position. Mance Warner made a save that kept Drago in the match. And now Hammerstone slowly back to his feet. Mance Warner with a clothesline. That tornado clothesline put him down. That beats a lot of people, but it don't eliminate you in a battle royal, that does it. No, it does not. Drago goes all the way up to the top rope. And he's able to skin the cat, just barely staying in this one. And now from behind, Jimmy Havoc. He went for it, and nobody was home. And we've got our first elimination. Samael is gone. Hammerstone puts him out. Yeah, not a big surprise there, and that's what we talked about early on in the match. They should have worked together to get Hammerstone out, but they ain't done that yet. Indeed, that could be a difference maker in this one. Jimmy Havoc now has him up against the ropes. Oh, spear right in the middle of the ring. Jordan Oliver just ate it. From behind, Drago just got dropped. I can't even tell for sure, but it looks like Jordan Oliver may be busted open. I think he is. Yeah, indeed, it does look like there's some blood flowing down the face of Jordan Oliver. Oh, and he's been eliminated. Hammerstone eliminated. He wasn't just eliminated, he was put out by Drago, the smallest man. David slays Goliath right here. You want to talk about making history in the MLW? Well, we've got 3 left in this one. Not necessarily the 3 you would have expected either. Oh, they're working together now, trying to eliminate Drago. Will they be able to do it? Two-on-one. Drago gonna have to fight his way. He does. Tremendous move right there. Back and forth we go. Russian leg sweep. Yeah. If you're Drago, you better figure out something and figure it out quick. He's lucky to be where he is, in my opinion. Well, the good news for all 3 of these men is Hammerstone has already been eliminated. He was, in my opinion, the biggest threat in this match. Now, Jimmy Havoc just made about the biggest bonehead move I've seen. Went for the big boot, nobody home. A double team right there with the Russian leg sweep. And now Jimmy Havoc and Drago turn their attention back to one another. Look at this. All over the top rope, Drago still hanging on. Jimmy Havoc just sends him flying into the corner. What's he got in mind now? What in the hell is he doing? I've got no idea. Vince Warner going all the way up to the top of the opposite side of the ring. What is he doing? You gotta be kidding me. Man, he went coast to coast from the trio. Whoa. And now Jimmy Havoc. Vertical breaker. Yeah, it's one of the most dangerous moves in professional wrestling. I hate that damn thing. Vince Warner may find himself on the losing end of this one. In the meantime, Drago with that 360 senton. Big shot right upside the head that time, and Drago pays the price. Clothesline, and he's been eliminated. Well, that just brings us down to these 2, and these are the 2 guys that we kind of wanted to see. I know Oster's held in. Now trying to eliminate him now. He's got him over the top. Will he be able to finish what he started? Drago's right there as well. He might want to get a little bit of retribution in. Oh, Jimmy Havoc had a big opportunity right there. Couldn't put it away. Vince Warner went for it. He went for that spear. We saw it earlier, but this time Jimmy Havoc was very quick and came up with a tremendous reversal. Clothesline, and there he goes. Jimmy Havoc, your winner. What an opening match. Well, I'll tell you right now, we saw a lot of things happen in a short period of time here. Talk about friends become enemies, enemies become friends. We got people around here that just ain't going to think very kindly of one another after this match. Drago with the most impressive move up that top rope, almost enough. And for a standard match, he probably would have won with it.
Hammer.
Jimmy Havoc, your winner, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around, plenty more action still to come.
We were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless. We were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless. We were born for greatness.
All right, fans, we are back, and we have got a debut right here in MLW. Just signed. And he is going to meet Filthy Tom Lawler in his first match.
From Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 206 pounds, Tom Lawler.
Well, Tom Lawler, he's about as legit as it gets. MMA superstar, bringing his all-around talent right here to MLW, and he has given it as good as he's gotten it, and then some. Yeah, no doubt about it. And he is going to be getting a great opportunity here tonight to take on a top talent in the world of professional wrestling, just signed by MLW. Now that working relationship they have got here in MLW goes overseas as well to Japan.
Weighing in at 180 pounds, Hideo Itami.
Well, with the current travel restrictions, Hideo may be around for a while. Hideo Itami is one of the top superstars in professional wrestling anywhere, but fans in Japan, they know this man, and they know what he's capable of, and right about now, we're all about to find out when he gets in the ring with Tom Lawler. Oh, wait a minute, Lawler, living up to the name. He is gonna let him know. Look at the chest already showing welts and marks from the attack by Lawler. Tremendous forearm right there. What's he gonna do? Oh my goodness! Did you see what he just did? He DDT'd him on the apron from a springboard. Lawler continues the beatdown of Hideo Itami. Look at the chest. And now finally, Hideo Itami mounting some offense. Tremendous uppercut. And Hideo Itami might not even know what hit him. Lawler sends him into the turnbuckle now. With the knee strikes to the head. Well, Filthy Tom Lawler living up to the name, no doubt about that. This is a man used to fighting inside of an octagon cage. He's been very successful with it as well, now bringing all that here. And Hideo Itami, totally different style of wrestler. Might not be used to this. Well, I don't know how you get used to this, especially with that absolute attack that took place beforehand. Lawler caught him! Tremendous suplex and Hideo Itami. Well, this may be over. This is not the debut he was hoping for, but it's what he got. Look at this. Lawler got him. That's it. He is forced to tap out. Hideo Itami, not the debut he was looking for here on Fusion. Well, for being honest, he never had a chance. Lawler attacked him before the bell ever sounded. He caught him from behind. He took advantage of the situation. And I think it's fair to say Hideo Itami wasn't expecting none of that. Well, this is the kind of match that is going to introduce Hideo Itami to the MLW in a way that he's going to have to rethink things the next time he steps inside the squared circle here in the MLW.
Here is your winner, Tom Laura.
Wait a minute! What the hell? Holy cow! That's Brody Lee! And he's attacking! Dirty Tom Lawler! It's a night of free agents here in the MLW! Fans will be back!
Falling and the world is gone mad, and we sing our song. songs and we just hold on, yeah. So if you're running, stop running. One life, one chance, start living. Sing it louder just to let the world know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. They say that I'm reckless, because I'm relentless. They spit on my face and crush on my name and taking my life in vengeance. Yeah, you could try and blame us and try and take what's sacred, but we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. Somebody sound the alarm. A fire was set in the dark. It's time that you know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. It doesn't matter if the world is going mad, if we just hold on, if we just hold on, yeah. The sky is falling and the world is going mad, and we sing our songs and we just hold on, yeah. So if you're running, stop running. One life, one chance, start living. Sing it louder just to let the world know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness.
All right, fans, history's already been made here on this episode of MLW Fusion. Will we see more?
On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 580 pounds, the tag team Dan, Matt, and Brody King.
Dan Mopp and Brody King, they are the MLW Tag Team Champions. These are a couple of big bad individuals here. These are the kind of guys that would have given the Road Warriors a run for their money back in the day. Here in the MLW, there's a lot of teams trying to step up to the plate, in particular the Von Erichs. But nobody has been able to get it done yet. Well, we saw their leader earlier tonight.
And their opponent, at a combined weight of 296 pounds, Paula, Graham, V, and Minor Reed.
Jono Brazil and Myron Reed making their way down the aisle with a big opportunity right here. Now, neither of these teams really considered fan favorites, but it doesn't matter. They're here to win the gold. And while the title's not on the line here tonight, the opportunity sure as heck is. That's one thing about opportunity. When that bitch knocks, you better answer the door. And tonight, they've got that opportunity. Myron Reed, one of the greatest pound-for-pound wrestlers here in the MLW. Just ask him, he'll tell you. And Kodo Brazil. All right, Kodo Brazil going to kick things off with Dan Moff. Have fun with that. And to my surprise right now, it's been a wrestling match here in the middle of the ring. Side headlock, Kodo Brazil backs him into the ropes, shoots him off, back out front. And a big drop kick, and down goes the big man. Kodo Brazil put in the boots to Dan Moff. Well, we got to make sure everybody remembers one thing. The tag team title's not on the line in this one, but Kodo don't seem to realize that. Well, again, we talked about all these opportunities that have been taking place. We also talk about this big upcoming event, which is known as the Crockett Cup in the NWA. There are still spots available for that tournament, and teams want to get their name on the bill. trouble. Well, Dan Mop's the kind of guy you really don't want to piss him off too much, and he might just right now be getting at that spot when it comes to Cotto Brazil. Snapmare takes him over and then puts a big boot right to the spine, and Cotto Brazil in trouble, and here comes Brody King. Since becoming the tag team champions, these two men have really run roughshod. Oh my word! Man, he almost hit it right over the top of that ring post. I thought he's gonna end up in the front row. He damn near did. Now Cotto's gonna make the tag. Very smart move right there to get out. Myron Reed gets his first opportunity in the match. You know, with a name like Myron, you gotta be tough growing up. You think that people would make fun of him? Well, I damn sure wouldn't. But I know people out there can do things like that. The name like Myron, where I went to school, you'd definitely be getting some. Brody King missed. Myron with that back kick, and now the drop kick just bounced him off the apron. Yeah, Brody King caught a double whammy there. First the drop kick, then he went flying into the corner of the apron, right in that small of the back. Back in the ring. Oh, wait a minute, he couldn't hold him. And Myron Reed drops out the back door. Now putting the boots to Brody King. Fans, what a night we've already had. The women's title will be on the line later tonight. Another debuting superstar here in MLW. As Reed drops that fist right between the eyes of Brody King. Now into the corner of the tag team champions, not where Myron wants to be. Here's a double team, and I told you right here, these two guys who give the Road Warriors a run for their money. They are big, they are bad, they are brutal. Triple B, call them what you will. That big chop had no effect whatsoever on Dan Mop, who is back in control. Elbow right to the back, oh my word. And now Myron with a Hurricane Rana. Well, that was a smart move right there to get out of trouble. He got him with a cutter. Why he's picking him back up, I have no idea. Opportunity here for perhaps a double team. Not gonna happen though. Referee almost getting caught up in the mix. Coast to coast and post to post, both of these men back and forth. Tag made now, here comes Cotto back into the ring. The double team, we talked about the Road Warriors, taking a page out of the book. The Doomsday Device and the LOD would be proud right now. Well, maybe not so much at the moment. Brody Lee makes the tag, comes in and turns the tide and the momentum right back in the favor of the tag team champions. What a pile driver. This one could be over. He's got him up in the air. Referee busy right now with Myron Reed. Now he gets in for the cover too. And the save made by Myron Reed, or else this one would have been over. Cotto Brazil right now is on the ground, and he is taking a pounding at the hands of Brody King. Yeah, I wonder how much more of this he can take. Tremendous elbow right to the back of the head. And Brody King right now has set the stage. Sit out powerbomb. What a clothesline. Brody King now back in control. At least for the moment, Cotto Brazil using an arm drag to get out of town. Short DDT and a smart move right there, making the tag. Once again, Myron Reed, the legal man, going for the cutter again. This time, Brody was ready. Once again, trying the cutter. Oh, and look at that. The big man with a Hurricane Rana. Has him up across the back. And delivers. Two count only. Man, I'll tell you right now, you saw damn Mop make it all the way across to the other side of the ring. He was there in time to make the save if he needed to, but it turns out wasn't gonna matter. Oh, there's the cutter. This could be a big upset. Well, I don't know if I'd consider it an upset right now if Injustice were to pull out a win. Brody King on the receiving end of that cutter, though, and that's about all it takes normally. Rear chin lock right now being cinched in deep. Nicely executed. Gives him an opportunity to regain himself. Power bomb shoulders are down. Oh, he got him! Damn Mob when he tripped on his way over. Ma failed to make the save, and now Brody King don't look too happy about that. Wait just a moment. Oh, hold on a minute. The Von Erichs are challenging the tag team champions.
We were born for greatness.
All right, fans, we are back with more MLW Fusion here on the Nation Network. Thank you once again for joining us here. As we take a look at the former MLW Heavyweight Champion.
Making his way to the ring from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 286 pounds, the Samoan Jacob F.
Jacob Fatu making his way down the aisle. Since giving up that championship a week ago, he has been distraught, to say the least. Well, I'd say distraught. I told you I saw him earlier in the back in the area, and I could tell in 2 seconds I wasn't going to have a conversation with him. He was throwing furniture around still. I have no doubt whatsoever that he is never going to come down from that place he's at right now until he gets the opportunity to reclaim the championship title. Well, one thing we know is that as a champion, it's always in the contract that should you lose the title, you're guaranteed a return match. The only question now is, when is it going to happen? A lot of people felt MVP was fortunate to survive the match, much less come out as the champion. What would a return match look like? I don't know, but we will be finding out eventually.
From Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 196 pounds, Teddy Hart.
Teddy Hart, he is the leader of the new Hart Dynasty. Along with Brian Pillman Jr. and Davey Boy Jr. We've got 2 different leaders going head-to-head here tonight. Well, this young man's been a little unhinged in the past. It's kept him from certain opportunities in his professional career. But he says he's got no regrets whatsoever. He's made his mark in this industry over the years, wrestling for some of the biggest promotions in the world. Yeah, and right now he's doing it here in the MLW. Going head-to-head now with the former world champion. It's a big opportunity right here. We talked about how Fatu's got a guaranteed return match with MVP for that world heavyweight title. Worried to win that match and reclaim the title. And if Teddy finds a way to win this match here tonight, that would definitely be something that would put him up in the top 10 rankings, I would believe, for that single title. Yeah, no doubt about it, and he knows it. Teddy Hart knows the title might not be on the line because it ain't there anymore, but he knows if he beats the champ or the former champ and he becomes the champ again, that'd definitely be something he can make an argument by. Referee's count continues to climb, and if these 2 men don't pay attention, neither man's going to get the win. Fatu with a stop to the head. Hurricane Rana now. And Teddy Hart's going to beat the count back in. Fatu is not going to make it back into the ring. The loss goes to Jacob Fatu, and Teddy Hart does score a victory. Well, it's not exactly a pinfall or submission, but it's a win in the record book.
Here is your winner, Teddy Hart.
It is a victory. He's going to take it. What's next for Jacob Fatu? The powerhouse Samoan on a losing streak right now in the MLW. We'll be back, fans. Stay with us.
I am a man at war, and I am fighting for all of faceless, we were born for greatness. Somebody sound the alarm. A fire was set in the dark. It's time that you know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. It doesn't matter if the world is gone mad, if we just hold on, if we just hold on, yeah. The sky is falling and the world is gone mad, and we sing our songs and we just hold on, yeah. So if you're running, stop running. One life, one chance, start living. Sing it louder just to let the world know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness.
All right, wait a minute. He's coming back to the ring, right? Fans, when we went to break, he started tearing things apart. Jacob Fatu is absolutely beside himself here tonight.
Teddy Hart, you are the luckiest man in the locker room today. But like anyone who's ever been to Vegas knows, luck runs out, and I will deal with you in time. But before that, I've got my sights set on you, MVP. You have something that belongs to Contra. You have something that belongs to me. And that's the MLW Heavyweight Championship. I am the rightful champion, and I will get my return match at Fury Road. I will not just take the title from you. I will end you. Because when it's all said and done, your career.
Wait just a moment.
Against the wall, the pressure's building, but no, I will never fall. Instead of
Well, I think we all know who that's going to be.
and now I see that I'm way better than before. I never needed you.
There's the new champion of town, and he's going to come up here face to face with Jacob Fatu, and I give credit where credit is due. I'm not sure I'd do it. Well, they've got a date with Destiny, and according to Jacob Fatu, it's going to happen at Fury Road.
Now, I understand that you are a little bit upset. I hear you've been rearranging locker rooms, and I just saw what happened. But, son, you don't seem to understand something. You on a losing streak. You lost to me, lost to Teddy Hart, and you want to get in the ring with me again, I will kick your ass. You are not the rightful champion. You cannot beat me. You were lucky. You look back, watch that match. I dominated you. Start to finish.
Well, that's where I see that's where you're wrong.
So you didn't finish me. I pinned you. I took your title, and now I am the world champion. Maybe you're the world champion right now, but that won't last long. At Fury Road, I want to make sure there is no tomorrow. There'll be no return match. I want it to be last man standing. Oh, I see how you play. I see it. You want to go all in, huh? Well, I'll be your Huckleberry. You want to put the world title on the line, last man standing, then I say bring it. You won't have to worry about that. As a representative of Contra, as the representative of Contra, I promise you, MVP, not only will I be the last man standing, but I am going to end your career. Well, I'll tell you something right now, a lot of people thought they were going to do that and come up short. And as I look at you, I realize you may be the leader of your little group, but you're clearly not their MVP. Enjoy it while you can. All good things come to an end, including your title run and your career. At Fury Road, I take what was mine, then I take what was yours.
Fury Road, last man standing for the World Championship.
I am a man at war, and I am fighting for all of the broken people, all of the people thrown overboard. They always try to shame us, but they don't speak the language. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. Somebody sound the alarm. Fire was set in the dark. It's time that you know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. It doesn't matter if the world is gone mad, if we just hold on, if we just hold on, yeah. The sky is falling and the world is gone mad, and we sing our songs and we just hold on, yeah. So if you're running, stop running. One life, one chance, start living. Sing it louder just to let the world know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. They say that I'm reckless, because I'm relentless. They spit on my face, and curse on my name, and taking my life in vengeance. Yeah, you could.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Classic Women's World Championship.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the MLW Women's Championship on the line. And this young lady has just signed a contract with the MLW, and in getting that contract, part of the stipulation was her first match to be a title match. She's got a reputation that precedes her. This is Chris Statlander, one of the hottest properties in the division of women's wrestling. Well, I'll tell you something right now, I'm never going to fault somebody for being a great negotiator, and clearly she is. When was the last time somebody debuted in a title match in any promotion anywhere? I don't know, but we're seeing it here tonight. This young lady, she can definitely do it in the ring. And here comes the reigning champion, Morgan Thunder. Now, Morgan Thunder comes from that long line of successful Native American wrestlers. When you think back about the greats here in the world of professional wrestling, you've got your Strongbos, your Wahoos, and so many more. Well, let's not forget the Youngbloods as we take a look at the MLW Women's Championship.
Introducing the challenger from Long Island, New York, Chris Sapp Landon. Introducing the champion. From Fargo, North Dakota, she is the Classic Women's World Champion, the Warrior Princess, Morgan Thunder.
There she is, Morgan Thunder. That title on the line. It's our main event this week here on MLW, but what a show it's been, fans. If you're just joining us, you'll want to catch the replay. Been a busy night, to say the least. All right, we are ready to go. There's the bell, and the main event now underway. Collar and elbow tie up in the middle of the ring, these two ladies. Well, Statlander early on, caught up, and now goes top wrist lock. Getting the opportunity here. Back heel trip, nicely done. And just like that, the champion on her back, and that Statlander goes right in with a scoop slam. Morgan Thunder. Oh, she walks into another one. Statlander doing a number on the back of the champion. Neck breaker. Chris Statlander right now showing everybody why she got a title match right out the gate. Irish whip sends her in the turnbuckle, and now look at this, Statlander. What the heck is she doing? Oh my goodness! Statlander with a clothesline. Well, the challenger right now is really taking it to the champion. From the middle rope, drives that elbow in. Morgan Thunder has never seen anything like Chris Statlander, I can assure you of that. Tremendous suplex just drove her. This is unbelievable. The champion right now has put up absolutely no fight in this one, and I don't think she's going to be able to make it if things don't change quickly. Morgan Thunder now. What's she going to do? Oh, my God. Sunset flip off the apron to the floor. Statlander. What impact. Count is up to 6, and now the champion comes in, and a running knee catches her. Underhook gets her up in the air, suplex. No, couldn't hold her. Well, Morgan Thunder better figure something out pretty quickly, because right now she is on the receiving end of an ass whooping. The likes of which I cannot tell you the last time I've seen. Shoulder up off the canvas. Boy, oh boy, that was close. Oh, go to sleep. Now, she would have had her, I believe, but she was too close to the ropes. And that's the kind of mistake you don't make in a championship match. Oh, my goodness. Statlander caught her. I think she was thinking about it. Back and forth now, exchange. Statlander caught the leg, has her up. Power bomb, don't. Man, oh man. Morgan Thunder's in a lot of trouble right here. Well, she caught the boot that time, made a smart move. Variation of the angle, slam right there by Morgan Thunder. She thinks she's got her. 2 count again. For the second time, Morgan Thunder within a whisper. Back and forth, these ladies going now. Morgan Thunder back in the ring. And Statlander is there waiting on her. Mixed reaction from the crowd now. But you can't take away from what you're seeing in ring action. Statlander has earned the opportunity she's getting here right now, as she has really given the champion all that she wants and then some. And now look at this, Thunder going up to the top rope. Oh my goodness! Connecting the dots. Chris Statlander gets his shoulder up after a 1 count. Somebody tell me how the hell she did that. Oh, these two ladies really tear the house down now. Series of kicks. And again, hooks the leg. And again, Statlander finds a way out. Wait a minute. Are you kidding me? That's Beth Phoenix. What the hell is she doing here? Beth Phoenix has just made her presence felt. Here at ringside, Statlander in trouble. Brings the knees up. Cross knee backbreaker, hooks the leg. And still can't keep her down. What else is going to happen in this one? What a brainbuster. Statlander hooks the leg, gets 2, and almost got the championship. Man, oh man, I'll tell you what, I can't believe everything's happened here tonight. Things just keep getting from better to better. Statlander again catching the boot. And now with a third press, hammer it down on the champion, Statlander. Oh, she's got her hooked up. Statlander trying to tap her out. The knees to the back of the head. Has her up. Another powerbomb. The champion in trouble. Statlander has her. What a move. And now look at this. Beth Phoenix distracting the referee. Turns back. Shoulders are down. And we've got a new champion. Man, oh man, I'll tell you what, we have seen some crazy stuff here tonight. But what the hell just took place in this one? Beth Phoenix, a name we haven't seen or heard from in years, shows up here in MLW. Statlander makes her debut and wins the Women's Championship. What a night of wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. As we take a look back at some of the moments from this one.
Here is your winner and new Classic Women's World Champion, Chris Statlander.
All right, fans, we invite you to stick around for a very special open mic night. Thank you so much for watching the MLW. We're going to go open mic in just a moment. Stay with us. All right, good evening, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. It's been a while since we've had a busy chat, and I missed it. Immortal Elites, SMG Army, thank you, sir. Originale. Matt Soper in the house, Infrared TV. Victor Colon. Vampiro was there. I'm not sure if you're still with us. I hope you are. John Wesley, always a pleasure, my friend. You guys are some of the founding and most loyal members of the Nation Network. I appreciate y'all. I truly do. And I thank you for the kind words. Yeah, Matt, you got to check this thing out from the beginning because it was a really good show the way it turned out. Everything I booked really turned out as good as or better than I thought it would. I was happy with it. So, yeah, the MLW is definitely something that I'm enjoying a lot. Vampiro's still here. Excellent. As I look at the other options that are out there, even the Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, I'm starting to kind of have that run thin where I don't know. The more I watch it, the less I'm liking it. There's a little bit of talent there, but not much. But then you look at things like AEW, which I guess, I saw a lot of the pay-per-view before the guy had his stuff pulled down off his channel. And the main event was as bad as it had to be because Chris Jericho is in no shape anymore to be doing it. Certainly not in the main event level. I mean, he looks terrible. His body is so out of shape, which, the guy's, 50-something years old. For a 50-something-year-old, he looks good, but not for a world champion in a promotion that's trying to be somebody. So at least the good news is they got the belt off of him, but he just looks so sloppy, man. His body just doesn't look good. Not trying to fat shame or anything. It's just, you've built your career on being a certain type of dude. Now you're not. So, anyway. I didn't get to watch the Jake match with Goldust there. But I heard it was pretty good. The little bit I saw of it, I was actually in the middle of watching it when the guy's channel got zapped. Yeah, Matt, I totally agree. Jericho had to go. Didn't get to see MJF's match, which I'm sure I will find it somewhere else. There's always somebody posting. I tell you what, I break more controllers by dropping them than anyone who's ever raged. Yeah, I agree he should, but he's on a 3-year contract, so he's definitely not done. Hopefully he'll get in the gym, though, and fix things up a little bit. Marco Stunt, the next AEW champion. You know, we're joking about it right now, but that's the thing about that group. They would do that. Hell, they might want to put it on EO just to, you know, match what Tessa did. So anyway, yeah, the AEW thing just had potential, and to me it fell flat on its face right out the gate. So I really don't watch it at all. I skim through some of their TV programming. If it's on the DVR, I'll fast forward through most of it. It's just not enough there for me. WWE, what's to be said? I mean, they've lost touch a long time ago with what the wrestling fans want, and they don't seem to be doing anything much about it. I heard, I forget whose channel I watched that reviewed Thursday or whatever, SmackDown on Friday night, that SmackDown was actually a pretty solid program this week. So I might actually just go and check that out. Christopher Daniels, another great dude, but, you know, he's kind of that Jericho moment of his career. I mean, he's in a lot better shape, but he's just getting to that age factor where, you know, it is a young man's game. And that's what I'm liking about what I see in most of MLW is a lot of really good young talent. You've got the Von Erichs in there. You've got Fatu. And not only is he young, but, man, he's a tank. You know, he's legit. And he's got the bloodline. It's all working together there. You've got the Hart Foundation deal. Yeah, I agree. I'm okay with Moxley as champion. I really am. Wish it wouldn't have took so damn long. Yeah, the Lucha Brothers, another thing too. Yeah, they're one of the hottest properties in wrestling. Yet, to your point, they don't do anything with them. Holiday, Hammerstone, and Mansoor, a lot of great talent. You're right. Absolutely right. I'm enjoying them. Mansoor, I'm just starting to get to know a little bit about. It's cool. He's got that whole southern rednecky thing going on. He kind of personality-wise reminds me of, what was it, dude, in the last Tough Enough? I think he won the whole damn thing for the men. The Gator Boy, whatever his name was there. Didn't end up doing anything much, but, yeah, he's just a likable dude. Yeah, the Goldberg move was so fucking stupid. I could not believe what they did with Goldberg. Why in the hell do you put the belt on a 50-something-year-old? They keep saying that you don't need a belt to make a talent. Well, then why do you keep doing it? Because the fact of the matter is you build Bray Wyatt as this beast, and it wasn't even a good jackhammer. It was like the worst jackhammer ever. Maybe not worst ever. He almost killed Undertaker with one. Yeah, you build the Fiend up all this time, do a great job, and not for nothing. I mean, when has that guy never been gold? Friggin' back in FCW, Bray Wyatt was over there. When he introduced the character, if you haven't seen the very first ever appearance of Bray Wyatt, it was back in Florida Championship Wrestling. Pull it up. Get the promo spot he does, it will send shivers through you. It was so good. And I knew in that moment as holy shit. And there's been no looking back. If anything, they should have kept him in that really dark place that he was in, and they should have taken that storyline and brought it back to the main roster, which they didn't. That was a mistake, in my opinion. Yeah, that's been the argument. One jackhammer, but 1,000 head stomps does nothing. And it wasn't even a jackhammer. It was a shitty suplex. Matt, you may be right. I don't know. It's like, I look at it this way. Of all the people I would love to see go somewhere else, Bray Wyatt is number one. Because he will make a career of himself with any name and any gimmick you want to put on him because he's that fucking good. And I agree, he needs to move on. It's unfortunately he can't keep the gimmick he currently has because that's a payday right there. But to my point, he doesn't need the gimmick, man. He can come across. He'll probably come up with his own and be better than anything the writing staff has put on him up to this point. Dolph's not going anywhere. Dolph is so real. It's a business. He loves the paycheck. He loves the freedom he has to do his stand-up and his other stuff. He gets paid well to make other people look good. And he's fine with it. There's a bunch of shoot videos out there with him. He doesn't give a shit if he wins the match or not. He'll put anyone over. Just pay me. Can you imagine Bray Wyatt in the NWA? Whew. I'm not going to tell you who I want to see in the NWA because A, I'm 80% sure it's going to happen, and B, I'm booking it anyway, so it'll happen here on the channel, and you'll be able to know who that is when it happens. The same way we had some surprises here tonight, the next NWA show, trust me, we got some surprises. Yeah, I did not book the Beth Phoenix thing at all. I did add her to the roster because I need to free up some more roster spots, and I'm full right now, so I got to get rid of these fictitious female wrestlers that I was bringing in. I haven't seen a women's match in the MLW. Do they have a division? Yeah, I mean, Bray Wyatt and MLW, serious a heart attack. That's a good marriage right there. There are so many different ways you could go with that. Imagine him and Mance working together, reforming a family of sorts, and bringing Mance Warner in. Holy shit. Tons of potential there. Priscilla Kelly. Zeta Zhang, I definitely know of her. I think she's one of the DLC content pieces for Fire Pro if you get the women's pack. It isn't real or it doesn't exist, Matt? Thanks, Infrared. I did not create those. I just found them online and, I thought they had a decent look to them, so I threw them in there, figured I'll start a women's division that way. Was hanging around with Havoc. So they don't officially have a women's division. That's surprising to me. Why would you not? Very surprising. Nowadays, I'm surprised they can do it without having a women's division, that they're not being boycotted. So they want to put the title on Roman. They don't want Roman to beat Bray, but they'll let Goldberg beat Bray. At least they could have done is had some kind of a screw job take place. No, they give him a clean pinfall with the shittiest move ever. I have not seen Eric Young. I'm sure he's on one of those TV shows nobody watches on like Saturday morning or whatever the hell. But I have not seen Eric Young in a long-ass time. You don't need a lot of money. I mean, look, you got a roster, so you're talking about maximum 6 more names. You can get by with 4 just to get things up and running. Or, you know what? Get into a working relationship. You got the NWA, partner up with them. You know, have the NWA Women's Champion on your show. Well, Eric's at the end of his career. I mean, I would not be at all surprised if when his wrestling days with WWE are done, if he doesn't go over to the Performance Center and work with the young people there. Yeah, I was always an EY fan, always. I thought that he could do great stuff on a microphone, and his in-ring work was absolutely second to none. He's a great, great worker. Yeah, they never did anything good with him in the WWE. They did NXT. You know, they had that whole thing going on, and it was working, and then the kiss of death, they bring you up to the main roster, and everything gets turned to shit. Super Eric and Curry Man. There you go. Yep, Bobby Roode, definitely time for him to move on to new adventures, someplace that'll appreciate his talents. EC3, I've never been sold on him. I know he had an okay run in TNA. I didn't watch it. There's nothing about him that would make me spend $1 to buy a ticket. And that's, you know, to the point, Matt, you're making right there. That is why the NWA and Billy Corgan get it, and they are doing it right. They are making these working relationships with Ring of Honor right now. Okay? And yes, even with Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, there's some cross promotions going on there. That's exactly, it's the way it used to be. I mean, this isn't rocket science. There's a reason there were territories. There were a reason that they would move talent around so it didn't get stale. Everyone benefits. Anderson suffered a legit injury, which kept him out of that match. That's all I know. I didn't hear what it is. He's another guy who's starting to have the belly up to the bar look on him, so maybe he's going to hang it up at this point. There was a lot of talk for a while that Anderson was retiring, and then this NWA thing came along, and he wanted to have that little run, so maybe the injury is going to make him say, you know what, that's it, I'm done. Unfortunate if it goes out that way. You'd like him to go out on his own terms. Yeah, WrestleMania, I mean, it's in my backyard here in Tampa. I'm not going. My girlfriend was going to get me tickets, and I said, nope. Don't waste your money on that. It is the first time WrestleMania has been in the state of Florida, and I'm not going because there's not. I went to the last one they had in Orlando, and it's a long fucking day in the heat or the rain, depending which kiss of death we get. And as I recall, last one we got both. Started out rainy, then it just got hot and muggy. And it's a long day, and you're fighting traffic, and you're trying to get the hell out of there at the end of the day. We left last time when they were here. The main event, or the final event, was Undertaker against Roman, and we knew Roman was going over. And this was before, you know, he had his Hodgkins or, you know, whatever it was he had to battle and come back from. So nobody was cheering for him at all. And we knew he was going to beat Undertaker. It's like, let's peace out, man. I'm not going to watch this match. And that was the only thing that got us remotely to our car in a sane time frame. But all that headache, and then to look at a card that's going to be terrible No, thank you. Can't do it. Just can't do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Matt, are you here in Florida too? Yeah, WWE is absolutely a joke. It's so sad. Texas, there you go. Where they don't have to conceal carry their weapons. Hats off to you. But even then, nope. Nah, man, it's rough. And it's hard, man. When you look at the amount of money they got, the talent roster they have to draw from, and they can't put together a pay-per-view wrestling card. Oh, gosh. Oh, dang it. You're not one of those guys that walks around with 6 on your hip. See, I'm a firm believer that if every motherfucker walked around with a gun, then we'd have a lot less crime. WWE might not have its live pay-per-views on the networks in the future. Yeah, I've heard that, and I'll give you my thoughts on it because that's actually a really good point to be made there, Victor. That's the only real selling point for it for most people. I gave mine up when they started dealing with Saudi Arabia. I had enough. So I don't have a dog in the fight. That said, when I did have it, it was mostly for the pay-per-views. I originally got it thinking I was going to watch all the old school content, and I did dabble in it a little bit here and there. I'd like to watch a Saturday Night Main Event or the old MSG shows, things like that. But for the most part, it was for the pay-per-views. And that was all I would watch. You know, I didn't watch the Monday Night Raw and the SmackDowns and stuff because you didn't need to. Every pay-per-view match had a little capsule right before it, and it caught you up to speed on what was going on. So take that off the plate. They're going to end up getting crushed with the network. They're going to lose subscriptions left and right. Now, that said, who's going to pay for the WWE product right now? Who? Because Fox is losing on their investment. You know, you look at the ratings, they have not done very well in the ratings at all. And I was wondering about the XFL. I mean, I'm not going to watch it. I haven't watched it. But they're doing better than last time out. That's good, I guess. I mean, for the athletes, they got a paycheck. Good for them. Yeah, man, that's the other thing, too. There's so many other places to watch the content where it's not chopped up and edited and re-recorded. You know, they change entrance musics all the time on the network and things like that, and it just kind of ruins it. And to your point, nobody is going to pay $50 for pay-per-views anymore, especially for WWE. They're horrible. The XFL is actually not that bad. Well, you know what? You're good for them. I'm happy that the athletes have an option. I can't imagine them ever having XFL Super Bowl number 52 anytime, but I mean, let's put it this way. Vince is not a young man. When he drops, then who's running it? Well, damn, listen to all these people liking the XFL. You're almost making me think I need to watch it. I am not even familiar with Plex and TV DB. I don't have that either, so I'm not sure what that all is. Vic, do you think Triple H should take over the XFL? Maybe. I think he's got his heart set on the WWE, but he might. Matt, the XFL has to survive 1 year. That's the record right now, 1 year. What is their big game at the end of the year called? I mean, it's obviously not Super Bowl. What are they calling it, though? And my question is, will this be considered XFL Bowl number 1 or XFL Bowl number 2? Are they going to act as though they don't have that history? Yeah, I don't see Shane running it. I don't think he's got the least bit of interest in a football league. The XFL Championship. Wow. That'll put asses in the seats. The $1 million game. They aren't referring to the old league history. Maybe that's because they had a bunch of half-naked women in the locker room. Do they still do the kickoff thing where you have to fight for the possession of the ball? The very first time they ran that play, somebody got a career-ending injury. I did actually like the idea. I thought the idea was brilliant. So it's just football. You just flip a coin and... I mean, the injury wasn't funny, but yeah, I love the idea of two guys deciding, hey, who wants it? Even if he sells it, though, somebody's got to run it, and they're going to look to somebody like Triple H. NXT is only, and it's not consistently losing, by the way. They've got a couple of wins under their belts in the ratings category as well. They have superior talent, superior storytelling. The only thing that, and personally, I don't agree with this, but I hear people say it, and I can see the point being made, is the only thing that they don't have is a big stadium or an arena. So they're coming from Full Sail, which is a very affordable place to do television from. And I just think that financially that makes the most sense. Now, if NXT was coming week in and week out from different arenas, even if you just kept it in the state of Florida, that would give you a much larger crowd. And then all of a sudden the visuals, the optics of the program change. And I think you would see a more consistent win record for NXT. But so far as the stories and the talent and everything, yeah, NXT is kicking the shit out of them. Oh, yeah, NXT hands down is the best thing WWE has to offer. Even the UK is pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to have to check out the XFL rules and stuff like that, see what kind of things make them unique. And that's the whole thing. You've got to do something different than the NFL. I don't see AEW being around long term. I think if they're still around 10 years from now, I'll be shocked. Yeah, I've seen not a lot of UK, but I have seen a few. And what I've seen, I liked. Okay, I haven't seen the last one. Maybe I need to tune that in. They've got some good talent over there. They got Walter. And they put on really good matches. They do. Yeah, Matt, I mean, realistically, I don't think they're going to be around 5 years from now. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think the love affair is going to die out. And I just don't see them having enough to go on. They got... Jericho's already fizzled. Moxley's got some injury histories that, wouldn't surprise me if that kicks in. Shortens his time. You really only got Cody and MJF, who doesn't get used right. Adam Pearce never really got over. Oh, the women division. Man, Matt, we're going to disagree on that one. I feel like they have completely destroyed the women's division. I'm a big Toni Storm fan. I like that girl a lot. Her and Rhea Ripley. So you actually have the referees' conversations on camera. Well, there's something to be said for that, I guess. But I'm thinking more about, the plays or the strategies of the game or, those kind of rules. Are there any major differences? I mean, obviously it's 4 chances to get 10 yards, 100-yard field. You're not going to change that up. Yoshi wrestlers, again, I'm not a big fan of that. I don't watch much of it to know any of them. Rio, whatever the hell her name was, that was a bad joke. That skinny little 80-pound twig, nah, man. And she always looked scared shitless in the ring. It's not like she even projected a real power, confident attitude or personality. She always looked like, gosh damn, I hope I don't fuck up. You can go for 1, 2, or 3 points. Well, that's what I'm talking about. So 1 for the field goal, 2 what? To run it in, and 3 for a pass? And that's all just a guess, so if I got that right, I'm going to be impressed. Yeah, and that's the thing. Cornette says it all the time, Matt. You don't have to like, there's some people that don't like hamburgers. Then don't have a hamburger. Go get a hot dog. There's no field goal? What? All right. All right. Now I'm intrigued. Do you mean there's no field goal period or there's no extra points field goal? For extra points. Okay. So you can kick like a 30-yard field goal attempt and get some points that way still. All right, so then you get a touchdown, you get 6 points. What are your options? How do you get 1 point? How do you get 2 points? How do you get 3 points? I might actually have to watch a fucking game now. Y'all killing me, man. Now, I love me some hamburgers, and now just because we're talking about them, I really want one. But everybody be closed now. But I do got a steak sitting in the fridge that I need to cook. I'm still waiting to hear the points. Somebody going to educate me. 3 points from the 15-yard line, 2 from the 10, and 1 from the 5. All right, so you get a touchdown. Then you decide that you're going to go for 1 play from the 15-yard line, and if you get it in the end zone, you get 3 points. Is that what I understand? I love me some pizza, but man, it makes you fat. So you're at the 15-yard line. You call a play, throw into the end zone, bam, touchdown, you get 3 points. All right. See, that's what I'm talking about. That makes it its own thing. It's still football, but now it's different. And I wish they would have kept that opening kickoff thing in. You'd have one guy on the team, just like you have your special teams with your kicker and all that kind of stuff. You'd have a special teams for a guy who's just really fast. Doesn't give a fuck if he gets injured because he ain't going to ever touch the ball again. We just need somebody super fast that can go after that ball. Canadian Football League, I've never, ever really watched the product. I know of it, but I've never seen it. I miss arena football too, man. Fucking Orlando had a badass team over here. The Preds, man. That was good shit. Girls like to take their tops off at those games. Yeah, it was fun, but it was also strategy. It was like part of the game. It's like, why are you going to win the ball in a coin toss? You want to go get it. They kind of set the tempo right off the bat. You got two teams fighting right away. You want to make it more interesting. Have all 11 guys on the field at each end zone having to run out to midfield and see who comes away with the football first. I'd pay to watch that. San Jose, huh? I tell you what, I was starting to become a Vegas fan there. Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley bought them. They had that TV show, Fourth and Loud. And it was a kiss of death, man. The league folded up right after that. Yeah, I still got my PlayStation 2 game, but once in a while I dust that off. Yeah, they were kind of middle of the road, but, you know, they were all right. All right, boys and girls, I got to get up and make me something to eat. I'm going to probably do one more stream later tonight. I'm not sure. I got to still set up the card and everything, so it'll take me probably a good 45 minutes at least. But if you can't be around for it, I understand. You can always catch the replays later. I appreciate you guys being here, man. It really does make a big difference when we've got a busy chat, and I like having it that way. Makes it entertaining for me as well. So thank you guys all once again. Hope to see you again in the very near future. And we are coming up on April now. We're into March officially. April is the month. Nation Mania 3. It's getting a makeover. It's getting a name change, but it's the same thing. We're going to be raising money for them kids. Start getting your nickels together. Gotta holler for your boy now. All right, everybody, you all have a great night. Thank you so much for being part of this. I will see you real soon with more from the Nation Network.